A war that has affected the world since February 24th, 2022, when Russia began what is the largest military assault in Europe since World War II.
Принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
It's evident to Zelensky and the Ukrainian people that Putin hasn't recognized Ukraine as a real state, but sees it as an integral part of Russia, and therefore has resorted to overwhelming force with a war now spanning over 2 years. It is a war that cannot be avoided due to its global impact on economic and social matters. We take a look at 8 important facts that you need to get a better picture of the Russia-Ukraine war and how it affects the world around you. 1. The Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, OHCHR, verified a total of 30,457 civilian casualties between the day the invasion began in February 2022 and February 15, 2024. OHCHR even specified that the numbers could actually be higher with women and children amongst them. And with the war not yet over, the numbers will continue to rise. 2. The conflict has led to a massive refugee crisis. According to the UN Refugee Agency, there are nearly 3.7 million internally displaced people in Ukraine, 6.5 million refugees from Ukraine who have been recorded globally, and approximately 14.6 million people in need of humanitarian assistance. All these statistics are as of February 2024 and indicate the bleak conditions that many are in. 3. The front line stretches over 1,000 kilometers, which is about 620 miles. It stretches from the city of Krinky to the city of Bakhmut, with the city of Bakhmut being a key point and where a lot of the war has been fought. As Russia continues with its forces attack, the front line could continue to extend. 4. Since February 2024, the World Health Organization has documented 1,552 attacks on health, impacting health providers, suppliers, facilities, warehouses, and transport, including ambulances. Further, the attacks have also damaged or destroyed more than 3,800 schools in Ukraine, endangering the lives of children and healthcare workers. 5. The war has had a very strong global economic impact on Europe and the rest of the world. Russia is the largest exporter of grains, natural gas, and fertilizers, and among the world's largest suppliers of crude oil and metals like gold, platinum, and cobalt. The invasion interrupted the supply of energy from Russia to Europe, causing gas prices to rise to all-time highs and causing a disruption in the trade and distribution of all those commodities globally, resulting in food shortages and price increases. 6. The war has had negative effects on both countries' economies. Looking at the two countries, when the war began, Ukraine's GDP fell by 30%, while Russia's fell by 7%. From the first day of the invasion in 2022, the Russian stock market fell by around 39%, and the Russian ruble fell to record lows, while the National Bank of Ukraine suspended currency markets and has not resumed trading ever since. 7. We all know that the war would not have gone this long without foreign aid. Since January 2022, mostly Western nations have pledged more than $380 billion, yes, billion dollars, in aid to Ukraine, with $118 billion being in direct military aid from individual countries. The EU has contributed about 85 billion euros in bilateral commitments between January 2022 and 2024, while the US has contributed 69 billion euros, making them the two biggest aids to Ukraine.
America stepped up, and the Senate held firm.
8. To fully understand the war, one has to see that Russia has never seen Ukraine as sovereign and has definitely not liked the interference of the West since the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. This is especially true for Ukraine, which has fought to remain sovereign and closer to Western nations, much to the displeasure of Putin. This explains why, in the past, NATO has been divided about letting Ukraine join it, as it would trigger Putin. Fast forward to today, and we see the result of these conflicting views and actions. In our upcoming videos, we will take a deeper look at the history behind the war, so be sure to subscribe. For now, these facts are very important pieces of information you need to know about a war that has gone on for over 800 days now and counting. Thanks for watching. Like if you found the video informative, and see you in our next video. Until then, goodbye.